A very good afternoon, Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. We are looking at what is happening in the nation Mozambique. We continue to dig deeper so as to understand what is really transpiring. Venancio Mondlane, according to the reports, has been sworn in as a parallel president in the Republic of Mozambique. This is after or following the inauguration or swearing in of Daniel Chapo of Frelimo. So just around the hotel where Venancio Mondlane is staying in support of a parallel inauguration ceremony. So this is the report. This is what is happening at this point in time, and these are the videos which have been shared so far right there onto the screen, which shows that a lot of people, thousands or hundreds of people, are in town, and they are in Maputo, to be specific, where Venancio Mondlane's inauguration was happening. So if you go to other places and other areas, there was tight military security on the areas where the inauguration of Daniel Chapo was happening. Since yesterday, there was tight military security, and in this area, people have gathered to in support of Venancio Mondlane's new government. So it's very, very interesting to see what is happening. It seems as if Venancio is still fighting, and the next few days or the next few weeks are going to determine a lot, are going to show whatever which is going to happen in the nation of Mozambique. It's going to be a very, very critical week. So starting tomorrow, we are expecting to see the new president, Daniel Chapo. We are expecting to see him trying to use force, trying to actually influence decisions and stop the protests which are happening and stop Venancio Mondlane. We have seen ZANU-PF people, they've started advocating for the arrest of Venancio Mondlane, and they want him to be arrested for treason. So it's very, very interesting to see how these things are happening. So today, if you look at the numbers, the people, we have fewer numbers. The numbers are not so big as expected. If they had managed to shut down Maputo, it was going to be they were going to send a message to them. My sister Petronella, a very good afternoon. Thank you very much for being with us right here on Africa and Beyond at this point in time. Jane says, I was just 2 days without being able to follow news and managed to miss this. Is it still on? So this was happening this afternoon, and that is what is really happening. But unfortunately, we have seen that several people have lost their lives today. Several people have lost their lives today, and it's very, very important. So we'll continue to watch and see what is happening, and we'll continue to actually follow the events in Mozambique and follow those who are giving live updates so far. We need to understand what Sidia Chisungo has said so far. It's very, very important for us to be looking at that, because there are a lot of people who have lost their lives in the past few days. There are a lot of people who have lost their lives. Some have been arrested, and it's not so good. So Sidia says in his inaugural speech, Daniel Chapo announced important changes, such as eliminating the position of vice minister in the country to reduce costs. The only problem is that this was never part of his campaign manifesto, but it was included in Venancio Mondlane's electoral campaign. So manifesto. And those who drafted Venancio Mondlane's manifesto have already expressed their displeasure upon seeing Daniel Chapo copying ideas without giving proper credit to those who put the intellectual effort. So if you look at it, the reason why Daniel Chapo could have done so is he would be trying to gain public trust. You want to start on a fresh page, probably. You want to gain trust from the people. So it's a very, very critical week because his actions as president against the protesting masses, against Venancio Mondlane, and his conduct within the government is going to define his future as the president of Mozambique. So something you cannot tell what is going to happen because things might change. He might be inaugurated today. Things might change. You might see more protests coming on his doorstep. It might happen. But, with the support of Cyril Ramaphosa in South Africa, then what it means is you expect to see a lot of agents in that country who were actually they were there assessing the situation and gathering information and actually trying to outmaneuver the opposition right there. So this is what is happening. We will continue to watch and see the events of Mozambique. So we have quoted two sources so far. The other one, it spoke about the parallel inauguration of Venancio Mondlane, and the other one is speaking about the position taken by Daniel Chapo so far. So we will see if he's going to take the advice of ZANU-PF, which is to now use force to try and stop the people from protesting. So security forces killed, I think, 4 people today alone. 4 people have been killed so far, and it's a very, very sad situation right there. So we will continue to watch and see. We will continue to actually look into what is happening in the nation Mozambique. The problem is that just a few people in the streets today. No, people were not as many as they used to be in the streets. We do not know the reasons. We do not know what is really happening, but we will be looking forward to see. The biggest problem is that there is no clear agenda on what they need to achieve in with these protests. If they want to achieve dialogue, they must put enough force, which is going to force everyone onto the table to dialogue. If they want to achieve state power, they must put enough force to achieve that. So this is what is happening at this point in time. We will continue to look at what is happening in the nation of Mozambique and update. So because of a disconnection in terms of languages, some of the videos we can't interpret what is being said. So we will be relying on translated information for better reporting. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. And let me see if I can take some comments right here. My brother Temba, thank you very much for being here. Francis, thank you very much. A very good afternoon. Ray, thank you very much for coming. Let us meet in another episode, another broadcast.